Oh my God. What's going on with y'all boys, man? Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing better than I'm doing right now. As you all know, I'm sure about you watching this video after the game, of course, so you definitely already know. The Cleveland Cavaliers are down 0-3. To be honest with you, I want to have a sense of optimism of we still have a chance to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, we're still making mistakes that's beating ourselves, such as the turnovers and just not being aggressive. But at the end of the day, bro, the Knicks are just playing all around better basketball than we're playing right now. And it's just no other way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Brunson's playing out of his mind. Even if he's not scoring 40 a game, he's still playing out of his mind. He's coming up in the biggest moments. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they need a shot, he got them. You know, every time he sees James Harden, it's like raw steak to a dog. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I got to take it. I got to. You know what I'm saying? I got to take it to him. And role players, Mikal Bridges can't miss. OG Anunoby can't miss. Landry Shamet coming off the bench, only missing one shot. All three-pointers only missing one. You know what I'm saying? Every three-pointer that he needed to make, he made. Even though it was wide open, he still made every single one of them. It's just, like I said, it's just this team that they're hitting on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying? They're playing like a championship team that's been together for years, and we're playing like a team that pretty much was just constructed at the trade deadline. You know what I'm saying? With us trading Darius Garland for James Harden. You know, which brings me into my next point of, you know, I've seen a lot of people talking about we traded Harden for Garland for no reason. But at the end of the day, I still feel like we'll be in the same situation regardless. Because the main reason we traded somebody like Garland for Harden is because, you know, Garland stayed injured. You know, another thing, basically what Harden is doing now is what Garland would have been doing anyway. Garland, the injuries and inconsistency. And then I just felt like that backcourt, that pairing of Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland had already reached its peak. We've already seen it. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much potential a small backcourt of 6'2" and 6'3" can make. You know what I'm saying? Or can have. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just getting more into the game though, I feel like Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, they just have to be more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Them not being aggressive is really what's putting us into this hole. You know what I'm saying? Them not being aggressive and our defensive intensity and consistency not being up. Even though this game 3, I will say as a whole, we play better. This is probably our best defensive showing of this series. Probably not even probably, but this is our best defensive showing of the series. It was just the Knicks hit way more tough shots. They hit the shots they needed to hit. You know what I'm saying? They just made tough shots. You know what I'm saying? We had great defense. They just had better offense. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much most of those shots were shots that we had to live with regardless. And they just kept hitting them consistently. And we just couldn't get into a rhythm offensively. But yeah, going back to Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, they just have to be more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Especially Jared Allen. You know what I'm saying? There's times where Evan Mobley, he gets off to slow starts, or he has periods where, you know, it seems like, you know, he's non-existent. But I will say there is runs where Evan Mobley, you definitely start to see the potential of, you know, him being dominant, him taking over a game by himself, you know, or him realizing, okay, I need to be more aggressive, attacking the basket with purpose. You know what I'm saying? Not just to drop the ball off to Jared Allen. But with Jared Allen, it's like the moments where he needs to be aggressive and he needs to just establish his dominance and his feel on the game. It just never happens. know what I'm saying? Now, Jared Allen, he's a solid all-around big man. It seems like he's a great personality in the locker room. Great guy to be around. You see he's always smiling. You know, you never see him frustrated or nothing like that. But I just think that aggressiveness, that dog, is not in him. You know? And I think that's what's missing. You know what I'm saying? That dog, that ability to I don't care if you standing there, I'm about to rise up and dunk on you. One hand dunk, get you off of me, and run back to the other side, block your shot, get the rebound, and we gonna go from there. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't have runs like that. It's, you know, it might be runs where he'll get a good little hook shot, but then he'll get a block, but then you'll never hear from him for the rest of the quarter. You know what I'm saying? It's just, there seems like times where he just doesn't go with purpose. You know, it's kind of like he's just going with the flow of the game instead of establishing the flow of the game. And yeah, you know, it's just, I think the biggest thing out of everything though is we're just not getting enough from everybody. We're just not moving as a unit like the Knicks are. The Knicks, everybody is in stride, in cahoots. It seems like they understand each other in each and every moment. Who needs to get the ball in this moment? Who needs to take over in this moment? And I think part of that is because they've been together for so long, especially their core being together for basically since college, besides Cat. But even Cat and Brunson, they've been together for, 2 years now. So I'm sure they pretty much got a good chemistry going on. But yeah, like you could definitely see the chemistry with them. But everybody's moving in cahoots. But then you look at on our side, you know what I'm saying, Cleveland, the Cavs, we're just not moving as a unit. You know, it's either one or the other. It's either Donovan Mitchell's going off and James Harden's taking a seat back, or it's Donovan Mitchell taking a seat back and James Harden's going off. You know what I'm saying? But there's never that moment where everything seems to be flowing together. You know what I'm saying? 1-2 punch. And even on the front court, it's either Jared Allen is going off or Evan Mobley's going off. But it's no sense of rhythm within where both of them are going off. Both of them are getting 20 and 10 and 20 and 15 and 20 and 20. You know, even though their potential shows that. Their potential is they can get double-doubles each and every game. That both of them can go off. Especially in a series like this where they have the height advantage. They have the size advantage. And which brings me into another thing that there's no situation that Josh Hart should have more rebounds than our two starting big men that are 6'10" and above. There's no reason that Josh Hart, who is 6'5", you know what I'm saying, 6'4", 6'5", should be getting have more rebounds than Jared Allen, who is 6'10", and Evan Mobley, who's 6'11", 7 feet. There's no reason. Evan Mobley being the defensive player of the year, reigning defensive player of the year, him being the defensive player of the year, there's just no reason that you should let a 6'5", you know what I'm saying, small forward, shooting guard, power forward, wherever you want to put him, have more rebounds over you. You have 5+ inches. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can understand if it's all long rebounds or loose balls here and there, but there's times where both of them are in the paint, but for some reason, Josh Hart is coming up with the rebound. Or for some reason, OG Anunoby is coming up with the rebound. Or Miles McBride is coming up with the rebound. You know, like, we should not be hurting on the boards when we have the size advantage in the paint. I expect somebody like Cat to be grabbing 10+ rebounds. You know what I'm saying? What I don't understand is why we're not able to do that. You know, now I don't know if it's Evan Mobley wanting to become a guard or what, but it's just that's the aggressiveness that I feel like we're missing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not downplaying our team. Like I said, for the past, 4 years since we've got Donovan Mitchell, I've been saying that we've had the best starting lineup in the league. And then you add, this season we add James Harden, so I'm like, okay, there's no excuse now. We're all in. You look at our starting lineup, there's on paper, we have everything you need. We have 2 dominant scorers. One of the greatest scorers in NBA history, one of the greatest scorers of this generation. We have the reigning, or I can't even say reigning because Victor Wembanyama won it, but we have a former Defensive Player of the Year, recent. Then we have another all-around solid big man. Then we have a facilitator coming off the bench, a 6th man of the year type of player, and Dennis Schroeder. Then we have shooters, Sam Morrell, Max Strus, 2 of the best shooters in the league. But it seems like we cannot find a rhythm altogether. It's either one or the other. Because even somebody like Max Strus might have a 20-point game, 24-point game, but Harden or Mitchell might not have it going. Like I said, I won't ever lose faith within this team. But there is things that we need to fix. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're just beating ourselves, especially with the turnovers. Now, the turnovers might be the biggest problem. There was a point in this game where we had 5 turnovers in 5 minutes. That is not a recipe to win, as far as to win a championship, especially against a team that, thrives in transition somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Even if we was to win 4 games in a row and make it to the finals, us having 5 turnovers in 5 minutes against a team like the Spurs or the Thunder, who are the best in the league when it comes to points off of turnovers, us having 5 turnovers in 5 minutes, we're going to get obliterated by them. Like it wouldn't even be close. 4-0 sweep. But it's like now we're doing it against a team like New York, and they're a good transition team. We're giving them easy buckets. You know what I'm saying? Even if we do have somebody like Jalen Brunson or Karl Anthony Towns under wraps, if we continuously giving them easy buckets in transition, that's the easiest points you're going to get. And they feed off that. They're a team that feeds off of transition and, getting their fans going in the crowd. Even though their half-court offense, because of Jalen Brunson, is great, their transition offense is just as good.